Hi everyone, welcome to the 5-day Raising Consciousness Clutter Clearing Challenge. That's a mouthful. This is really about escaping your zombie zone. So looking at those things that we've been holding on to in our spaces that we've seemingly gone unconscious about. For whatever reason, we just have stopped seeing them and they're not serving us at all and they're lowering the vibration of our space. So that's what we're going to be working on over this 5-day challenge. So it's not just about the actual clearing of the clutter itself, but breaking those bonds, because once you've done that, it makes the clearing so much easier and so much more chance that it's going to be permanent. All right, so for those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Margot Fraser. I'm a certified intuitive strategist and a master teacher with Academy for the Soul. And I really work with people on connecting to their authentic self, their authentic nature, working with the nature spirits and the beings of love, light, service, and power. And one of the things that I've been working with recently is the energy of spaces, because if our space is not reflecting the authenticity of ourselves and the high vibration lives we're trying to create, it's draining. It's literally sucking the vitality right out of us. So we really want to make sure that our spaces are sanctuaries, that they are reflecting our high vibration selves and what we're trying to create in our lives. We want to walk into them and just feel the support of our sanctuaries, the love, the bliss, the freedom, the peace, all those high vibration qualities, to just walk in and be like, I'm really me and I'm really supported here in my space. And I've definitely had my own clutter challenges in my life, which is what led me to this. Things would just pile up over time, and then you'd do a big clearing when you couldn't stand it anymore, or when company was coming, and then it would come back again. And so more recently I was like, what is going on? What is it that holds us to our stuff? And started identifying all sorts of ancestral patterns, but also what was going on with societal patterns and the way that, everything's energy. Our things are energy, and at their very root, even if it's gone through a lot of manufacturing process, it comes from our natural resources. And those resources can get contaminated with physical toxins, but also energetic toxins, the unconsciousness of society, the closing of eyes to, things that are dumped into our water supplies and so on, into our rivers and lakes, and then get taken up by the trees and plant kingdoms, and then those get, used to make things and carry those energies into our homes. So as we can break those bonds and increase the vibration within our spaces, that's going to be raising the global consciousness as well, which I'm really excited about. Okay, so let's get into this and talk about what we're going to be doing for day 1 of our assignment. This is really our preparation day. So let me just grab my notes here. So first of all, I really want you to get into the vibration of what it is you want to create in your life. Get into that vibration of love and play and joy and bliss and peace that you'd like to have in your home, because that's going to help you identify when you're not in resonance as you're going through your things. Energetic preparation. So just doing some clearing of your home, just to set the stage, let your home know, you can talk to it if you want, that this clearing is going to happen, asking for the support of your home and identifying these patterns that exist. And you can do something like smudging. I know a lot of you use sage. That's a great way going through your home. Make sure you're opening the cupboards, the drawers, getting into the nooks and crannies in the cleansing process. You could also just walk through with a candle and ask that the light burn off the lower level energies, and then the light fill the space with light, with divine light. If you work with crystals, you can use them. You could just do a prayer, that works too. So just some way to set your intention with the space that you're going to be doing this work of identifying the patterns and starting that clutter clearing process. And then, of course, we want you to pick what it is that you're going to be working with this week. So I know some of you have quite limited time, so make sure that you keep it manageable. It is best, though, if you pick a category of things. So it could be all your, I don't know, I used to have like quite a big collection of pens, for example, just picking them up from all over the places, or those little, I used to travel a lot, so I had all sorts of those little like shampoo and conditioner and lotion bottles, kind of crazy. When you pulled them all together, it was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing with all these things? Books, clothing, cutlery, mail is a good one for those of you that have, it's easy with the junk mail, goes into the recycle bin and the bills stay, but often there's these things like, oh, maybe I'll read that later, maybe I'll get to that, and it piles up and piles up. So what I would say is you may want to leave the things that have a real sentimental value for now. Work with something that's a little bit easier than that. The sentimental bonds can be some of the hardest to break, and you can really build up your endurance through this process and understand how to do it with something that's a little bit easier, and then go to the more sentimental things. And then I'd like you to make sure you have a space, because you're going to be bringing all of that category together into one location. Like I was saying, each thing carries an energy. It's got an aura, it's got an energy field that interacts with your energetic field, so you need to be able to feel the energy of those things. So have a space where you can bring all of what you're working with together as we go through this process. And then making sure that you have some time set aside as well, whatever works with your schedule. It's not competition here, so if you just get one small drawer or one set of items cleared out, that's great progress. That's something that you didn't have done at the beginning of the week. Yeah, and if you can take a picture or describe, that's good. That's what I'm going to ask you to put on the Facebook page for those that are participating through Facebook. Show me what it is, everyone what it is that you're working with. Again, it's a no shame, no blame zone. So if it's like, oh my gosh, how did I get so much of this? Believe me, I've been there. So just, be brave. I ask that you be brave, share what it is, take the support of the group as we go through this process. And then just preparing physically in terms of how you're going to deal with the sorting process. So if what you're working with, you need a recycle bin right there, or it's stuff that you could sell, that you need a box to be putting it into, or a donation bag or box, just make sure that you've got those things ready to go as well, because at the end of the week, hopefully you can take that next step and, either dispose of them or sell them or move them to wherever they've got to go to next, if that's part of what has to happen to really make sure that they're out of the home. Okay, so really just a preparation stage today. Now, the other thing I'd like to do today is get a little flashing light there. It's like we've got a strobe. Is just do a little intention setting together with you. So let's just get grounded, and I want you to make sure that over the week when you're working with your things, that you just make sure you're grounded each day before you do the process. So you can either come back to this or go through your own process if you have one. Okay? So just making yourself comfortable, closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Taking a couple nice deep breaths, really moving that life force energy, that prana through your body. Releasing tension on the exhale. Taking your attention to your heart. Listening for the sound of your heartbeat. And bringing your heartbeat into alignment with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. calling all of your energy back to you, clean, clear, purified, and abundant. Just imagine drawing it down through the top of your head, right along the front of your spine, down into the core of your body. Letting the energy of the mind drop down into the core as well. And then allow that energy to move down into the hips, legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and toes, but no further than that. All of your energy and power contained within you. Taking your attention to the base of your spine now, creating a strong connection point for your grounding cord. And now creating your grounding cord out of whatever you like, as long as it's strong, flexible, and substantial. Sending that grounding cord down, down through all the layers of the earth. Right down to the ball of light in the center of the earth. Locking it into that ball of light. Mother Earth there helping to lock your cord into place. She's blessing your cord. So happy that you're going to be doing this work. And she's sending up her healing earth energy through the cord. Through your cord, up through your root into your heart. Just allow yourself to receive that healing earth energy. Now dropping your attention down into your heart as well. Calling in your spiritual guides, guardians, supporters. Help support this process. I'll call in my Wise One team. I'm calling in the spirits of the natural world. And I'm calling in the beings of love, light, service, and power. Asking that they create a strong container for us for this challenge. And now really letting yourself feel into the high vibrations that reflect your authentic self. And let yourself feel into what you want your home to reflect as a sanctuary for you. And we just ask that all of our senses be awakened to any bonds between us and our things that are not in alignment with our highest good and the truth of our being. Let us approach this task with sacredness, with honor, with humor, and with curiosity, so that as we reveal any limiting patterns, beliefs, habits passed down through family or conditioned by society that have had us holding on to things that are not in alignment with our spirit, that aren't a pleasure to use or bring the essences of love, peace, inspiration, joy, flow, or contentment to the space, that we do so without blame, shame, or judgment. We will simply allow the revealing, thank the items for their service and their lessons, and embrace the ease and freedom that follows their release. We ask for the support and guidance of the ancestors, the divine, the beings of love, light, service, and power, the angels and archangels, spirits of the natural world, the elementals, and our homes through this challenge period. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, everyone, check out the PDF for your assignment. There's some information there on helping to cleanse your space as well. And I look forward to your postings on the Facebook page. I'll put in a starting post that says Day 1 challenge, homework here. And yeah, look forward to seeing you there and back here tomorrow. All right, till then.